Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're doing something a little bit different. It's an update to the BISON from Storm Collectibles review. So if you guys remember when this guy came out, there's a little bit of controversy. Some people were saying that there were some reasons for certain things on the figure. There was rumor going around that certain things had happened with the shoulders on this figure, and as of the review, all I had was that information, and that's why I said there's a rumor, but I don't know. So here are the possible options, and that's what I talked about. Well, since that review, the president of Storm Collectibles asked if he could have a phone call with me, and so we did, and I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, how often does the president of a company ask a reviewer to have a phone call to chat about stuff? So we talked about a bunch of stuff, but one of the things he wanted to talk about was to clear up the information about this figure's shoulders. That potential issue that, is kind of a big deal. So other than talking to him, and it was just pretty cool because he's a huge collector. He's a big fan of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. That's why they're doing those lines. That's why they're making the figures the way they're making them. And before we get into the shoulders, though, actually I want to talk about one other thing that we were talking about, and I didn't even think of this really, but this thing right here, this part at the bottom, it says supervised by Kiki. I don't think most people know who that is or what that means. So Kiki's one of the character artists for Capcom who worked specifically on Street Fighter. So he's actually supervising the designs of all of these figures, and he's the one who designed, or at least had hand in designing, the designs for the characters for the game. So he's supervising it to make sure the accuracy is as good as it can be, and that whole kind of thing. So I have had some people ask me that, but I don't know if it's like a general knowledge thing. So the whole Kiki thing, that's what that is. I think it says it on the back of the box, but let me check real quick. I don't know if people understood what that actually meant. So let's see. Yeah, so character creator, Mr. Kiki. So that's something. People are talking about the accuracy and things, and yeah, they haven't been perfect. I get that, and that's not likely going to be the case for any figure. But the Capcom guy who made the character designs is the one that's supervising these. So that's interesting, I thought, and I thought maybe some of you guys would like to know that. So on to the BISON thing. I was talking to Andrew, and he said 100% from the guy in charge of the company that the shoulder design is intended to have that split in there. It's not a pressure crack. It is from their design. They put it in there so that the act of swapping out this set of arms with this set of arms would not cause any damage to the figure. The longer you have a figure, if you're going to keep doing something like that, it will eventually, or could eventually, break. So that's why they put those gaps, those slits, those cracks, whatever you want to call them, in the shoulder socket. So now you have the official word from the guy in charge. Nobody is more official on this topic than him, so now you have that information. And then just for me to add to that a little bit, you can see my two BISONs here, and I've been swapping out the parts, and the shoulders have not loosened at all. I mentioned how when I first got my BISON in the mail, that the one shoulder popped right off. Well, I guess maybe it just wasn't inserted all the way, because ever since then, I have had no issue. The arms have not gotten loose at all, and I have swapped them out. Obviously, I've gotten a replacement for the one that had the extra bicep, the wrong bicep, but the arms have not gotten loose. They're maybe not as tight as they could be, but being that they need to be interchanged, that makes sense. And you can see, when I pull on them, it takes a fair bit of force. I mean, not like an excessive amount, but they're not just popping off. So there's really nothing to be concerned about, I guess. The shoulders are not breaking, they're not getting looser, there's no issue. The interchangeable shoulders, the ball may be a little bit smaller because they are fairly loose in that socket, but the good thing about that is that's okay, because it doesn't matter. The arms have to go where they have to go, and since they're split, you can actually put them in place. So they're loose, obviously. I'm guessing that's intentional, because if they were tight, it wouldn't matter. So they're nice and loose, so you can interlock them like that, and then they can't go anywhere anyway. So I'm guessing that's the issue with that. And so, I mean, in the end of the review, if you guys watched the whole thing, you saw me say, I still recommend this figure, and I do. I love this thing. I haven't been able to stop messing with it yet. I really like this figure, but it's worth noting that the shoulder socket thing is intentional from Storm, right from the guy in charge of Storm, so you guys can Do with that what you will, but it hasn't posed any issue for me after swapping out the arms and then using these arms and whatever. I've done it quite a few times, and I haven't had any looseness. So there you go, guys. Now you have some more information. If you haven't gotten one of these guys yet, I'm telling you, get it. If you're a Street Fighter fan, even if you don't like the white hair on M. Bison or the new outfit, which personally I think his new design is probably one of the best of the bunch, but that's just subjective. Get this figure, seriously. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm a Ryu fan. Ryu and Akuma are my guys, but this M. Bison figure, just so much fun. If you only get one, get M. Bison. That's what I'm saying. It's just such a cool figure. And so there it is, guys. That's it. I'll stop rambling. I figured I'd let you guys know, now that we have the official new information about that, it would be helpful for you guys. And then just to see, now that I've had it for, what, 2 weeks, you know, I haven't had any problems. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. New videos up every single day, except for the next couple of days because I'm running out of videos and I'm going out of town. But otherwise, every single day, talk about action figures, video games, movies, TV shows, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.